Hey, what's going on, everybody? Today we are looking at another product from One More. This one is the One More Color Buds. Um, I was sent the black. It also comes in, I believe, a rose color, a pink, and kind of like a mint green color. All of them are quite beautiful. As you can see by the case, it's a very small case. Putting it in my hand, it's very easy to just disappear in your hand. Very portable. A lot of features to this, and we'll get into them in just a second. Let's actually look at the front of the box here. What we're seeing is it's a true wireless in-ear headphones. We know that already. There's a Qualcomm chip, stable connection. It is a balanced armature for stunning sound quality. We will get into that in just a minute. 15-minute fast charge gives you 2 hours of use. There's a dual mic environment, noise cancellation, smart playback. The calls sound very good on this, by the way. Bluetooth 5.0, it isn't the 5.2 that has just recently come out. Don't expect a lot of things. I have seen a few out with that, but there aren't a lot of things with it. Multiple pairing modes. You have aptX and AAC HD. Um, aptX, being very good. A lot of things are just plain AAC, and if you get a pair of ones that are SBC, throw them away. Really, honestly, you don't want that. IPX5, very good rating for water resistance. It means it can get splashed upon and stuff. Uh, so some good features there. We're going to put that off to the side like that. The unit, we'll look at those in just a minute. They're tiny. They're very, very small. And I did a photo shoot. I don't know where I did it actually, because I post a lot of photo shoots everywhere. But they're actually like the size, the back part is the size of like a jelly bean. Of course, there's a little more to it because that part goes into your ear. But we'll get into that. I'll show the shape. Here you get like kind of like a quick start guide on the inside of the box on the plastic, um, showing the different touch controls, voice control on cell phone, tap 3 times when Bluetooth's on and no phone calls. A lot of cool features on this. Let's go to the back. And if we can focus in on that, there we go. Wireless range 10 meters. Bluetooth 5.0. There's the protocols. Most people are more concerned with the codec that it supports, which is, of course, aptX and AAC format. Let's see. Talk time 22 hours. Playback time 22 hours. Impedance 22 ohms. The weight is 4.1 grams. I'm going to have to remember that because I have another pair that claims to be the smallest, and we're going to see how light those are as well. Inside, you get the USB-C charging cable, which I don't need because I have like a very expensive USB-C charging cable set up for my devices. And so I usually don't use the included one. Not that it's a bad one, it's just a little shorter than what I need. Stock ear tips were excellent, and therefore I haven't opened up the ear tips, but you get a bunch of different ear tips in it. And we'll show those in a little bit. You get a QR code, and you get a one more sticker. And it features the bear, which I wish I had, and it also features the those headphones that I actually own in that color red, the original One More headphones. And I still like those a lot. I still use those quite a bit. They're put away right now because I have a lot of things to test. Here is a giant, thick manual. Don't let that intimidate you. It's just because it's in different languages. Very nice of them to include something so comprehensive. And the quick start guide also on the plastic. I find that very nice. And I'm going to put the accessories away. trying to think of what I'm going to do with that sticker. I wonder if one more has hats. So anyway, one more. Opening it up. This little case. Look at this little case. Just disappears in my hand. Little case. Magnetic, of course. Shuts by itself. Open that up and you see the pairing lights will start flashing blue and red. There's a charging light, your USB charger right on the back. They ain't falling out. Don't worry about it. They're magnetic. Pull them out. You see the back part, very ergonomic shape. Kind of looks like some things like ads that I've seen for like a hearing aid. It's very ergonomic shape, perfectly for the ear. If we can go like that, see that right there? That beam of light. That light is for the smart playback that's on the box. That will literally pause this if you take this out of your ear. If you're on a train and you put these on and all of a sudden it says, hey, the weather's good, instead of going through the pause thing, you can just pop it out and say, what? It'll stop the music, then you put it back in and the music will play again. Very nice feature to have, especially on something this tiny. Now, I took a picture of this next to a jelly bean, and this part right here is actually literally the size of a jelly bean. So these are comfortable and they're low profile. And we're going to pop that off and you can get a nice close-up shot right there of the nozzle. Has a metal over the nozzle. That goes on easy enough. Very good isolation with these, by the way. I had no problems with the stock. I'm probably going to change it off to Daconis or something later on to see how that is. Actually, I don't think I'll use foam because these really have good bass. Now let's get into that about the sound. First of all, build quality is good. These feel premium. These look premium. Yes, they may attract some fingerprints. The bottom part right here is rubber. So if you're putting this on like something in the car or something, it's going to stay put. Nice feature to have. They think of a lot of things over there at One More. Some good products. This really is a decent designed product. Small, it's comfortable, it's built well, it looks really nice. Now, the star obviously is going to be the sound. This has a balanced armature, and I have another pair of balanced armatures. I'm not going to bring them out. And while they do sound decent, they were like never my favorite pair. Like there was bass, maybe it was punchy a little bit, but it was kind of like lacking. It was more of like a neutral bass, and I wasn't expecting the nice deep sub bass from these. These have some very good sub bass. It's a balanced armature. It's not a dynamic. The sub bass isn't going to hang around for long, but it doesn't dissipate as quick as you would think. So there's some decent tuning there on the lower end. The upper bass and mid bass is nice, punchy. It's got a good presence, and yet it doesn't spoil the mids at all. The mids are perfectly clear, they're clean, they have a natural forwardness to them as the instruments are behind you and the singer is standing in front of you, tuned quite natural in that aspect. So there's good soundstage, it is natural, it's not exaggerated, which I like. It is present like you were listening to music in a club. Uh, Definitely present there. Imaging, it's a balanced armature. It's going to have some very good details, very good imaging in the bass, the mids, even the treble, which is a little on the polite side. Definitely doesn't even come close to that peaky harsh line. Geez, I wish I had a graph for these. But the treble is tuned perfectly, at least to me. I can hear the cymbals, I can hear the different instruments up in the higher end. Nothing sounds splashy or fake or, just unnatural. It's good, but it just doesn't have that over sparkle effect that sometimes gets irritating. It's tuned at a very nice, safe, and polite area. So there's good treble, it's polite there. Excellent mids, quite clear, pronounced, and really good sub-bass and bass response from a balanced armature. And I've had other balanced armatures that have had decent bass, and it was just never as good as a dynamic. These have impressed me. They really do. I would, if I listened to these and I didn't read that it had a balanced armature, I would think that it had a dynamic driver in there from the bass. Not thinking about the amount of details that I'm hearing and the speed that this has. I would have thought that it had a dynamic in it. The bass is just very good with these. So overall, there's a nice V shape there. Maybe perhaps kind of a wide V shape and more mature sound with that mature sounding higher end. The vocals are very good, and overall, the comfort for me was perfect. I think the comfort for anybody is perfect. These are totally on the list. These are probably one of the few true wirelesses I can definitely say almost everybody's ears they're going to fit, and you can go to sleep with these no problem. No problem whatsoever. Let's get a close-up of these, shall we? Going past that 10-minute mark there. These things are tiny. They come in colors, so if you don't like the black, because there's so many, 50 million different headphones and earphones come in black. These have some pretty colors to them as well. And look at the shape, very nice ergonomic shape. An amazing amount of features on these. You have your touch. You have the play and pause by taking them in and out of your ear. You have the fact that they're little. They don't take up a lot of space. You can travel with these. You got something else, and you say, well, true wireless. I got my pair of so-and-so headphones, and I don't want to, maybe you got the one more triple driver headphones. Well, you know what? Put these in your bag just in case. You want something smaller or a backup, and something that it doesn't matter if it gets a little wet, if it's raining, or you're working out. Perfect for working out. These are tiny and they're going to stay in your ear. They're not going anywhere. They fit in your ear nice and securely. There's good isolation there. There's good comfort. And there's some excellent sound there. And that's basically all I can say. These were provided by One More. And thank you so much for providing them. These impressed me. This is the first balanced armature that has impressed me bass-wise. Ever. I expect from a balanced armature some good mids and some good highs, hopefully. It depends. There's a lot of balanced armatures that have highs that are just way too harsh. This one is tastefully done. And with that lower end, these would be great for that energetic response that you need for working out or, doing something active. Comfortable, IPX5 water resistance, a plethora of features. They look good and they're very small. This has been the One More Color Buds. I hope that this video has been informative to you, and thank you so much for watching.